Okay, so right now I'm supposed to be, um, I'm probably supposed to be on the plane from Sydney to Auckland. But what happened yesterday was crazy. So I went to the airport and my flight supposed to be from Phnom Penh to Ho Chi Minh City on Cambodia Air, Angkor Air. And from Ho Chi Minh City, I will transit to Bamboo Airline, and from Bamboo Airline, Ho Chi Minh City to Sydney. I'll arrive the next day, which is today, in Sydney, and I'm supposed to be on Latam to Auckland. So all this was booked through booking.com, and I used them extensively, and I had bought the ticket coming here using booking.com. Anyway, I'm a very careful traveler, so I always make sure that everything is done properly, and I even send them an email prior to the trip confirming that this route, especially this route that is coming back to New Zealand, is all confirmed and done. And they send me an email say, oh, it's good. So anyway, yesterday when I checked in at the airport, the ground staff, the check-in counter said, your flight to Ho Chi Minh City, they have no code sharing between Cambodian Air and Bamboo Airline. Hence, I have to come out, get my luggage, and rechecked in. However, I'm a New Zealand citizen, so passport holder, so I need a visa to do that. And to do that, I need to apply for visa. Then there's no visa on arrival. And the visa, when I look at the app, the fastest, the urgent case they can do, it takes 1 day, and I'm just 1 hour away from boarding the plane. And how am I going to do that? So there's no way I can board the plane. They will not allow me to board the plane because I have no Vietnam visa. So I said, hey, I booked through booking.com, and on the confirmation letter and everything else, it seems that it's just a transit. My luggage is supposed to be from Phnom Penh all the way to Auckland, and I'm not coming out of the airport. And the ground crew just say, no, that's, they have no code sharing between Cambodia Air, which is the Vietnam airline, and Bamboo Airline. So I say, hey, I didn't know this. Nobody told me. Nothing on the email confirmation that I have to come out, I have to do this. If I know that in advance, I wouldn't have booked one. Number two, if I really want to go, I would have gotten a Vietnamese visa too. Anyway, cut the story short, I had to look for answer. So I started calling booking.com. And there is a number, +44, I think it was UK or something. And I had to call with my New Zealand phone card. That cost me a lot of money because that's another thing. In Phnom Penh, there's zero public telephone. So no one have a phone. And I asked the people, and they said, no, there's no phone at the airport. You have to use your mobile phone. So the only way for me to activate my mobile phone is to put back my New Zealand SIM card, which costs a bomb, just to call UK from Cambodia. Anyway, I managed to get through to booking.com, and the guy from the other end just say, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do, and you just have to deal with the embassy for the immigration for the visa. I say, is this all you're gonna say? He said, yeah, that's it. And that person just hung up. And I don't want to spend more money arguing because there's no point. I wouldn't be able to board the flight anyway. So quickly I had to rebook a flight for today, the following day, because there's no other flight, and the flight costs a lot. So I have to get one really quick through AirAsia, the cheapest I can get. And the flight is today at 1 o'clock to Kuala Lumpur, and from Kuala Lumpur to Sydney, Sydney to Auckland, using one airline only, AirAsia. So after I done that at the airport, that's sorted. The first thing I have to do quickly, because number two, the Phnom Penh airport Wi-Fi is super slow, and when you are in urgency of getting things sorted really quickly, it doesn't work well. And I tried to buy my air ticket through AirAsia app with three different, two different credit card, and it doesn't work. It just reject. I think there's something about the Wi-Fi. And the third one, when I use a company credit card, that it works. Anyway, the first thing I have to do is book accommodation that is close to the airport. Excuse me. And number two, I had to go out of the airport and get another SIM card for Cambodia, because I already planned my SIM card to end that day. So now I had to buy another SIM card just for me to use. So I chose a hotel that is really close to the airport, and they offered a free shuttle back to the airport. But I took a tuk-tuk from there, from the airport to this hotel. It's called the Apple Hotel 3. Apple Hotel 3. I think it's a Chinese run hotel. It's about 16 New Zealand dollars per night, and includes a breakfast, a very simple breakfast, which I'll show you in the video. But does offer a complimentary shuttle back to the airport. So I'll quickly show you the room and what you get for this $60 New Zealand. And I mean, it's just for a night. The Wi-Fi works, so that's good. So this is the room. As you can see, that's the aircon, but it's not very cold, and it has no window. But hey, just for a night, I don't really need a window. But just to let you know, in Cambodia, it's really warm. It's really hot, actually. It's actually feel hotter than Malaysia, hotter than Singapore. Even at 6:15 this morning when I went out for a walk, it feels like mid-afternoon. It feels warm for me. And remember, I just came from Malaysia and I just came from Indonesia, and this is by far warmer, hotter. So this is the room. Nothing much to see. They give you slippers, a shower room, wardrobe, and 4 walls. What else do you need? Coffee and tea, and that's it. So finger crossed, I'll be home to Auckland, New Zealand by tomorrow evening, and my flight will be from Phnom Penh to Kuala Lumpur in about an hour, about 2 hours duration, and then I'll have to stay at KLA2 airport for about 6 hours. I have to think of something. Maybe I'll go to somewhere, some kind of lounge, and then from Kuala Lumpur to Auckland, Sydney is another, I don't know how many hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, and then from there another 3 hours across. So I already filed a complaint letter to booking.com, and I list down all the description that I mentioned in this video, and I only asked for two things. I asked that one, they refund back all the money that I spent, I paid for this route coming from Phnom Penh to Auckland, and number two, pay for this hotel, because this is none of my fault. Nothing in booking.com or email that afterward that states that I have to come out, that I need a visa, I need to do this and do that. Nothing. It seems that the whole process is supposed to be from Phnom Penh all the way to Auckland. Nothing mentioned about Vietnam that I need to get a visa or anything like that. I know that some people will think that that is my own responsibility, but as I said, I have the confirmation letter. It just says that my luggage, my bag is all the way through. It's just, it looks transit. Nothing about that I have to look out for my uh, hint of that the luggage will be have to be checked out and checked back in. That happened in some itinerary that I've been to before. Some airlines, when the layover is super long, they did mention on the description that you have to remove your luggage, retrieve your luggage, and rechecked in. If that was in the itinerary, I would have planned for a visa to Vietnam or completely avoid this route, but that was not at all. So I'll update you and see what happened. What is the response from booking.com? All right, in the meantime, let's go. Okay, so this is my ticket issued by booking.com. Actually, by Go Ticket on behalf of booking.com, you see all my confirmation number. Print out this travel document and bring it along with you. That's it. And I'm supposed to depart from Phnom Penh at 5 o'clock and arrive Ho Chi Minh at 6 o'clock, 5:55 by Angkor Air. Nothing here says you need to come out, rebook, nothing. Then you see baggage allowed 20, that's it. And then leave at 8:30 from Ho Chi Minh to Sydney by Bamboo Air. Follow on from Sydney to Auckland by Latam Airline. So this is my official document, either on the apps or on the paper. Nothing mentioned that I need to check out or check in the luggage. For the luggage. So that night I went out, and there's nothing much to eat around the hotel. The only one is a Chinese food. So I don't feel like Chinese tonight, so I venture out and walk further along the way to the main road, and I found Cambodian food, but it's only on the card. No one speaks English. I have no idea what I'm ordering. I have no idea at all. So all they say is pate, pate. I just say okay, pate. That's it. So I order pate. So this is what pate look like. I know it's like some kind of French stuff, but I just don't know what meat is. It's on the card. This is how it looks like. Anyway, I got back, and this is what I had: pate, and some fried chicken. Overall, it wasn't that great, but hey, nothing to complain about. 6:30 in the morning, and it's already quite hot. So as I said, this room comes with breakfast the following morning. This is what I had for $60 room with breakfast. It's very, very simple, and I think it's designed for Chinese customers. So hey, I'm not there to complain. I'm just there to fill up my tummy, and had a very quick breakfast, and on my way to the airport the second time, trying to go back. And this is the car trip, scary as it is, but hey, this is the hotel free car.